Right, how you going there? This is Rush Recklessly, a shy idea I had where I take a deck idea, make a deck, and playtest it in about an hour, then see how well it does. Today's episode, Exodia Beat. I know the title says Beatdown, that's more for search reasons, and in case it happens to be like a kill tune or melodious Exodia deck, I can save the name for that later. But enough about that, let's talk about it. So, what is this deck exactly? It's a Millennium deck that aims to like blind second. Got our cards like our Dark Holes, our Raigekis, Feather Duster, and Lightning Storm to just clear the board. Ash Blossom and Infinite Impermanence, as well as Nibiru to kind of limit their plays. As well as our draw power being Flualos and Maxi. As you can see by the multiple Maxis, and possibly by the banned Appaloosa, I haven't actually touched this deck in a while, so let's fix it up. Take out you, and let's add in an SP. Boop. Okay. So what are we looking at here? The Millennium cards, they aim to do one thing. Sengenjin aims to either search Shield or Heart of Blue Eyes, and that is to get Millennium Arc. Arc is able to summon out an Exodia Incarnate, which, if we open it up, once per turn if it battles during damage calculation, you can make it gain attack equal to your current life points. It also has a spell trap card negate, and during the end phases you can set either an Exod or obliterate spell trap from your deck. So what do we aim to do here? We aim to destroy all of our opponent's monsters, put this monster out on the field, and attack for 8k for game. Very simple. Unfortunately, there is some limitations to this. Our Millennium monsters get summoned by putting them face up in the spell trap zone, and then either paying 2000 life points to special summon them out, or by revealing an Ankh from our hand. If we don't have Ankh in hand, our deck goes from being an OTK strategy to a 3TK strategy. We're going to have to set Exod Fires of Rage. If we control a level 10 or higher Exodia monster, we destroy all cards the opponent controls. This is pretty much our only line of defense, aside from Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate's ability to spell trap negate. And that's pretty much it. The field spell puts our Millennium monsters from the deck into the spell trap zone. Everything basically exists to search out our Ankh. Ankh works by showing our 5 pieces of Exodia the Forbidden One from either our deck or our hand, and then special summons out the Exodia Incarnate. Because of that, we do have to play our 6 pieces of Exodia here, all 4 limbs, our Maxi, and Exodia the Forbidden One. Kind of wish we could order our cards in the Master Duel deck editor, but you know, if they want to have Maxi in here with Exodia, that's on them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Extra deck, only real notable thing here, Snake Eyes Doom Dragon can be fusion summoned or special summoned by sending out 2 face-up monsters from our spell trap zone to the graveyard, and when it is special summoned, we can target a face-up monster on the field and place it in its own spell trap zone as a continuous spell. Pretty decent in this deck if we already burnt through our Incarnates. Everything else is just played because they're the appropriate levels to rank into an XCs, or just useful links. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple deck, so let's get into some games. Just one more thing before I leave. I do recognize I am playing a weird amount of Fuis, Nibirus, Raigekis, and Lightning Storms. This is the maximum amount of copies I own of these cards. I could craft more, but with how Master Duel is with recent releases, with just about every single playable card of an archetype being a UR, I figure I'm just going to save up my UR dust. Cool Tune's going to release here later in the year, and I'm probably going to have to craft 17 different URs for it. So we're just saving for now. I swear, every time you play a going second deck, you end up winning the coin flip more than if you're playing like a going first deck. I don't know what the science is behind it, but it just happens to me. And we got Maxi, let's go. We can't win from here. No, we can. I forgot to mention deck. Sorry, I forgot to mention in deck profile that putting the Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate on the field is, you know, the way to do things. However, we can still put like Sengenjin and Golem on the field, and that's a little bit more like extra attack. There is a chance here we also just draw into the Millennium Arc, which is going to be great. Blue Eyes though is a little tricky. They can destroy our cards using their back row, so we are going to have to hope for a Lightning Storm or Harpy's Feather Duster here. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't their level 12 Synchro also unable to be destroyed by card effects? I should probably put a Kaiju in this deck, but I feel like the Ash Blossom and Imperms probably do a better job. Because I could use Imperm to beat out Negate. Oh, but then a Kaiju could also just... Yeah, maybe it should be Kaijus. Having 2 Exodia pieces is also a little bit whack, but you know, we'll see what we can do here. Having the Exodia pieces in hand kind of make like the deck exponentially worse. It makes the hand exponentially worse, I should say. You know, for each copy of an Exodia piece that you have. Until you reach 5 pieces, in which case, hey, you're winning the duel at that point. I think I put Golem here. Because I can just reveal you. I kind of messed up. I should have gone Senjin Jin first. Then if that got negated, then do Shield. Yeah, I feel like Kaiju's probably would have been better. Okay, now that you know you're gonna have to negate this, right? You know I don't have the Ankh in hand. Okay, yep. I'm kind of getting a bit, like, my mind's changing on negates like this. I feel like it's better not to negate the searches these days, but rather negate the cards that the searches get. Because a lot of cards do have once per turn effects. Now we have to summon out all the monsters first, because Ankh does state that after we activate it we cannot special summon anymore. Ah, I can't even get over this card as well, that's annoying. The best thing I can do would probably be to attack into it. Just so I can get the extra attack. Also, showing that we got 2 Exodia pieces in hand is a bit... I don't like it that much. Let's double check this. This thing can't be destroyed by... No, if it's destroyed by a battle card effect, I can special... Okay, yep, they can special summon the light. Activate this. Now it's got 4,000 attack, which is better than what it would have had if we didn't do that. And we're also going to set down Obliterate. Okay, so the problem with this card is that it is a quick effect. No. That's not the problem. Hold up. The problem is we have to activate Exilfire's Rage before they activate this card's effect. If we do it after, then nothing really works. Special summon, but you cannot... Okay, yeah, no, that's okay. We'll do that. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Not yet. I want them to do one more thing. As long as they use one more resource in the hand. Oh, they just... What the hell are you? We're just gonna... We can only use this effect of Heart of the Blue-Eyes once per turn. So if it's in our graveyard and we activated our Millennium Ankh, anytime during the duel, if they summon out a level 8 or higher, or a monster with 2,000 or more attack, we can just send that monster to the graveyard and special summon out our Heart of the Blue-Eyes. Now we can negate that spell trap card using Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate. Yep, okay. So, not exactly an OTK. We won using only one of our turns. So, you know, it kind of counts. That kind of counts. Like, see what I mean? We just keep winning a coin flip. And then we have to choose going second, which telegraphs that we're playing a going second deck. This hand's This hand is probably what we're after. We just need one spell trap removal card. Oh, we definitely need a spell trap removal card. Well, I mean, we can't really do anything here, so, you know, we'll just kind of like cut till my turn. Oh, look at that. They search Branded Fusion for the next turn. I wonder if they'll be able to use it. So, you know, that turn, pretty substandard plays from a Branded player, I guess. I would have expected more from their field. They did, however, get Branded Opening into their graveyard during the end phase. Kind of like was gearing up to actually start playing, like in speaking, you know, did me vocal exercises and all that. And then I remembered that the end phase is just main phase 3. So, this card, if a monster will destroy a card effect, you can banish this card from graveyard instead. What they don't know is that we've got multiple cards for this. The only thing we have to worry about is this face down. I got no clue what that face down is over there. Could be anything. Okay, why'd they put Rinbrum in the graveyard? Oh, right, because Rinbrum can special summon. And it's during the opponent's turn as a quick effect. Why didn't they use... Okay. Our Exodia monster is a dark. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to put shield on the field first. Now you might be thinking searching out for like a third copy of a card in hand is pretty bad, but we want to always have an Ankh in the hand. Trouble is we can only activate one per turn. I mean, there is no one per turn of clause on it, but you know, it's pretty much what it says. Feel like I'm falling in slow motion with this play. How could I have done this better? Baited out going into the end phase? Man, I started off this game so cocky as well. Oh well. What are we going to? Dragos Stapelia? Okay, sure. It lost attack. It lost attack, so then why did it lose attack? For each of your banished cards. Because of that, I don't get to bring out half the blue eyes. That's actually pretty damn... That's a pretty smart play from the branded player. Okay, well, let's just Raigeki this. Yeah, that makes sense. But now that that's been used, we can Dark Hole next turn. And they really outgamed me on that one. I'm actually... Yeah, that was good for them. What are they banishing out? It should be Heart of the Blue Eyes. Yep, okay. Once again, we got no more plays. Do I want to stick around for branded stuff? So we're on 1 win and 1 loss for games. What about coin tosses? We're on 3 wins. Going second, that's how you win coin flips. Just make a blind second deck. You're gonna win all the coin flips, just telegraph that you want to play second. Decent hand. I don't know if they're gonna summon out from the extra deck. They only got 7 cards. So we're playing new Dark Magician stuff here. I don't know how this stuff runs. Now, do I want the draw or not? Actually, I want the draw. I don't care what the hell happens, I need this draw. I just looked at my hand. I saw Fullos, like when the game started, I saw Fullos and was like, oh yeah, this hand's great. Now I'm seeing everything else. Yeah, this hand is something, really. Worst comes to worst, we just negate Dragoon next turn. Can we play through this? We can, yeah. Kinda, yeah, yes, yes. We start our turn, we negate the Dragoon, we Dark Hole. This can be targeted, right? No, it cannot. Okay. Okay, well it is a once per turn negate. Okay, that was like the worst card we could have drawn. So we Dark Hole. We have to pay the 2,000 life points. We'll have 6,000 attack. Okay, we can still do this. That isn't like a 3... No, I'm thinking of Magia. Okay. This card is not Magia. And thank goodness for it, am I right? We're gonna have to set the imperm. We'll end the turn and we'll set Obliterate. Blaze? Jeez, what are you called again? No, Exodia Fires of Rage. This end phase will set Obliterate Blaze. That's what it's called, right? Yeah. Not to be confused with Obliterate, which is a different card entirely. Okay, we're just going to negate that. I am not dealing with the second one of these things. Okay, so it turns out we win games by making them surrender if we draw two pieces of Exodia in our opening hand. I mean, as we all know, correlation is causation. That's just how that works. So, if we find two copies of Exodia in our hand, we won't OTK, but we'll still win the game. Another damn coin flip. Just let me surprise him. Just let me surprise him. This hand works. What the hell are you? Counter fairies. Counter fairies? Did I have a link 1? Oh, we have to draw either some removal or a Millennium card. Millennium monster, damn it! Okay, no. This is obviously some sort of counter trap. Okay. I think we just don't care about that. So... Wait, is that the order of cards I show? I think so, okay. So if that's a counter trap, we can't respond to it. Because of how, like, speed spells work? Spell speeds. That's not a counter trap. What on earth are they playing? Unfortunately, can't... Okay, can I win? No. Okay, so now our strategy is they got 4 cards in hand. The 2 cards in the graveyard don't do anything. So we're going to have to... And we got 2 negates and a board clear. 3 negates, I forgot about the Ash Blossom in hand. Or we can just watch them kill themselves. Okay, yeah. Take 16,000 points of damage. We lost the coin flip. We get to surprise them. Don't say I'm going first. Okay. Kind of rubbish hand. Was hoping for some sort of board removal. Is this Malice? How on earth do I verse Malice? I thought they died. I thought they got killed off when the ban list hit. But they're back. What the hell do you do? Summon. Okay, yup. So once again we find ourselves in a position where I've got no interaction. And we're up against a deck where, I mean, the plays have kind of been dragged out. They're pretty boring and long. Does Dimensional Fissure do anything to us? It really doesn't. Yes, I reckon we just skip. Okay, we did not draw what we needed to draw here. So Dimensional Fissure does prevent us from doing harder to blue eye stuff. That being said, we can still search it. I feel like I need to search the most things I can so I can get to me board breakers. Okay, sure. That one does hurt, actually. Okay, yeah, I knew that would have a back row. We can negate this. Hopefully that's the right call. Well, we have to. We have to negate it. Wait, okay, they had 5,000. Hold up, let me think. They had 5,000. They were on... Okay, so they're on 6,200. If I attacked into... No, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, that's okay. Okay. I thought maybe I messed up game if I attacked into the wrong one. But we're still good. Still good. So as soon as they enter the battle phase, man, I am just not able to say phase for some reason today. I don't know what the hell it is, but I just can't say the word. Okay, banish one card on the field, so I'm gonna have to just activate this right now. Because it's not targeting, I don't know what they're gonna banish, so it's best just to send everything to the graveyard. Yeah, we'll put this back in our spell trap zone, but it is weird to see, like, the Yugioh reverse. No, okay, so we won this. Okay, well, you've seen it here first. Hey, Exodia beats meets Malice. We did it! We lost the coin flip. Wait, no, we lost the coin flip last game as well. Sorry, it just kind of went by. The Malice stuff just drained my brain. This could be the hand. I am gonna have to Ash Blossom something here. I don't know what to negate here. I don't want to negate the first thing. I feel like I negate this one. Is Scarecrow still legal in Master Duel? I guess not. Okay. Well, that would be the Ash Blossom target. What the hell? Oh, we have so lost this game. Okay, let's see. We can Dark Hole away all their cards. And then we can do it a second time. I think I'll use this guy's effect. Okay, and then we can do it a second time. That was not a once per turn. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Okay, so I definitely should have ordered that differently. I should have halved the blue eyes first and then... Okay, no, my brain froze for a moment there. Yeah, I stuffed this one up. Okay, so it's all on how they play this game. Turn? Like, every game is how they play the game. What the hell am I... Okay. Damn, they can go into Barone. We just pop this now, don't we? The Horus cards don't get destroyed? What the hell? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there. I just saw Horus and my brain just turned off. I mean, the super heavy samurai idea was neat. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty sick. But like, yeah, I should have played around that if I got my spell trap. I haven't seen Lightning Storm all recording. Okay, zombies. I'll stick around for zombies. Like Malice. Branded, don't really care too much for them. Zombies on the other hand, let's see what zombies do. Though you could argue they've been doing the same thing for like the last, what, 10, 15 years? They got new support now in the TCG. Not branded, Eldritch zombies, okay. Okay. If we draw Feather Duster, we've won this game. Guaranteed. We drew Lightning Storm. Okay, let's do this. Destroy all spell traps the opponent controls. Super Poly. Oh, sick. Okay. Activate Heart of Blue Eyes. Grab Hunk. Wedgie Temple. Put Sengenjin in the back row. What do we grab? Golem? What do we have? We got two. We can grab Golem. Sengenjin grabs the shield. Special summon out Golem. Golem grabs a Ouija Temple. Put shield down here. Activate shield. Shield grabs another Ankh. Activate Ankh. Reveal all 5 pieces of Exodia in hand. Leg, arm, head. You dare deny me my victory? You dare? I was going to attack with 18,000 attack. Just calm down. Just calm down. They weren't worth it to begin with. So yeah, that's how the deck played. So how'd it go? Well, we did win more games than we lost, so that's definitely a pass. However, how did it play as being the OTK strategy that we were gunning for? Didn't exactly quite work out. We had one game where we had an OTK viable thing, they surrendered. You know, it is what it is. The thing about like blind second OTK strategies is they usually have something unfair about them. Look at say Sky Striker, right? Link you to Sky Striker, not exactly the first choice, but all their cards don't have once per turns. That's the unfair thing about them. Tenpai, well-known example. Very hard to interact with Tenpai cards. Either in the main phase if they got their field spell up, or in the battle phase when they got one of their synchros up. Either the Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, or I think their big synchro monster. So what's the unfair thing that gives Exodia or Millennium the edge in an OTK strategy? There isn't any. It's an extremely fair, like, beatdown deck. And that's a problem. Because it's so fair, the opponent has ways of getting around it. You might think something like, you know, Exodia Fires of Rage is a pretty unfair card. The effect being that, like, it destroys all cards your opponent controls. However, you do have to control a level 10 or higher Exodia monster on the field to do this. Get rid of the Exodia monster, this card's useless. There's also the fact that, aside from Exodia Fires of Rage, what does the deck do? Nothing, really. A once per turn spell trap negate? That doesn't do much. Send one level 8 or higher or 3000 or higher attack monster from the field to the graveyard to special summon itself out. Like, that isn't that much at all. Like, this deck doesn't really do anything in the form that it currently is. There are definitely other monsters that can be played within this deck. Stuff like Maid of the Millennium, which basically gives your level 5 or higher illusion or spellcaster monsters targeting protection, which is like your Exodia card, really. Nothing else in the deck really is an illusion or a spellcaster, it's just the Exodia card, so you're really just protecting one boss monster. You're doing everything you can to pump up a boss monster and then attack. And because of that, it doesn't really have an edge. There is the new Guy and the Fierce Knight card. Basically, it runs interference with opponents' decks. Any of their attack position monsters are normal or special summon. They increase their level by 7. So basically, if you're playing against a Yummy deck, they can't synchro summon into their Yummy monsters because all their monsters are now level 8 or higher. It also has a once per turn monster effect negation. All you need to do is send a level 5 or higher monster you control to the graveyard, which is going to be like most of your other Millennium cards, so easy to do. Probably be better to play like a control strategy when that card comes out, so maybe we'll do that when it does. All in all, again, passing grade. As for playing as an OTK strategy, probably just hold off until a new card comes out. Okay, catch you then.